not bad.
No,
That's not a bad
no, none of this is a tragedy. But still, like these three kids, they want to crush at every event they
Everyone,
play.
yes. Which is really big respect for them. And we discussed it at the beginning of the day that India just needed a draw in this match to clinch the victory. And in the end, what happened is that they're just dominating once again, which is really, really impressive.
On 17 points. China loses. China stays on 17. Is being joined by the US.
Also
and,
Serbia.
And definitely some other teams as well.
Yes, I can tell you that it's Serbia.
Definitely Serbia, definitely Uzbekistan,
not
and
Ukraine, of
France.
course. Hungary is still, the match is in
No,
progress. France lost.
France lost.
Oh,
Yes,
they lost
they
against
lost.
Uzbekistan.
Yes.
Yes.
They did lose. They lost this game, and actually it's Hungary still playing, so have some chances. For Armenia is still playing this last game against Iran. Who else? Ukraine lost.
That seems to be it, I think.
That's it.
So if somebody wins in those matches, that team could also get to 17. But
so it's like once again China, Serbia it's 2, Uzbekistan 3, US 4,
and potentially
Armenia and
some
Hungary,
more
yes.
teams. Yeah.
Yes, so only 2 medals for perhaps like 4 or 5 teams, and we will find out later who will be the luckiest.
All about those
today.
tie breaks.
Yes, all about those tie breaks, exactly, and it's all about luck.
Yeah.
And we have breaking news: India women's team won. Really, they won the game.
And this is the current scores in the women's section.
They have-
Kazakhstan trailing the US, but Kazakhstan has very good positions elsewhere. Bibisara Sabayeva will definitely even the score on board 1, and they have pressure on board 3 as well. Objectively, the queen ending in the game between Ksenia Balabayeva and Irina Krush appears to be a draw, but it's a draw you still need to make for Irina.
Probably for Irina, right?
Yeah.
Let's
Well, White is a pawn up. White is not going to be in any kind of...
Is this actually...
maybe some other moves as well, but G6 is going to be quite tough for Irina Krush because you have to play quite precisely with black.
Begim is still playing, right? On the first
Begim
board.
is still playing,
but
but she is
position
in
is like
trouble.
lost. Actually, just let's take this moment to explain what's going on.
I think we're going to see a resignation.
Yes, very soon. Just India, by winning this match, for sure will get a medal. The question is gold or silver, depending on the match between US and Kazakhstan. So
If Kazakhstan wins, there will be a tie for first, and then things will come down to very, very arcane tie breaks, and that might mean a very tough night for some FIDE statisticians, because we've seen these things go deep into the night with some game on match 55 deciding the outcome of the Olympiad.
What do you do right now?
but let's say if
Do you
it's
take on
draw,
G7?
Yes,
yes,
of course you do.
let's just finish this
No,
discussion.
I
like-
understand it's winning, but do you actually do that? But
Yeah,
continue,
if
honestly.
it's draw in the match, then okay, it's clear that India will actually win both sections, women and open, and just will get the gold medal. And I was in Chess Base India studio, which is nearby, and now all of them are sitting and waiting for we're sitting and waiting for the outcome of the match. Definitely great result for the Indian fans and for the teams.
Aren't you getting a bit worried? Once you
Not really.
trade?
It's so, but the thing is, first of all, I think something like this wins by force. I go king d4, I go
And then
bishop
bishop
d5,
d5,
yeah,
king
and
c6.
the king doesn't have.
It will help a lot to understand what's going on.
Who
For
else?
women's section standings before
Is
the
in a
round, yes.
fight.
Yes, so we can see Georgia had 15 points.
Okay. So then, if we assume Poland loses, as is seemingly the case, and we've seen there Vantika winning her game on board 4, so Indian women are putting finishing touches
We
on.
forgot about Spain, guys.
Yeah.
It seems like because
Yes.
Spain
Spain
has
is playing
won.
with
I
Hungary.
Spain and
think they're winning their
Spain,
match right
Hungary, and Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is going to lose to India, but
Yes.
Spain is ending Poland's quest for the top spots. And
During the closing ceremony, nothing can stop these guys from playing chess.
and this also tells you something about what's happening in the top part of the Open, because if they're allowed to have this, I am assuming, somewhat loud post-mortem,
Pre-animated.
it must be completely empty around them,
Yes,
or the
yes.
arbiters would have driven them away. So that kind of leads us, it's a nice segue for us to say
that,
the Olympiad is pretty much over.
but
We know only a few things for sure. One thing we know for sure is that India won the double.
Congratulations, huge congratulations to India. Absolutely dominant performance in the open section. In the women's section, some work, but I have to say the MVP for them was Divya Deshmukh. Incredible performance, I believe 8.5 out of 10 or 9.5 out of 11, one of the two. Just incredible. And once again, congratulations, well deserved.
And Vantika as well, scoring a tremendous amount of points on board 4. And in the women's section, we also know who got the silver. This is Team Kazakhstan, who ended up drawing their match today. They were tied with India before the start of the round, but could not win their match today. At certain points, they looked like they might, but ended up being a 2-2 draw with Team US. So India gold, Kazakhstan silver in the women's section. And then we have a tie for third between the United States, Spain, Georgia, and Armenia.
Exactly.
Only one of those 4 teams will get a medal. It's going to be a bit of a heartbreaking exercise in counting all of those tie-break points.
I just want to let you know, Georgia, and I do believe that they have great chances. They just won 3.5 to a half against
Poland. Against one of
Poland.
the absolute strongest teams in the tournament.
Yes.
And that does improve your tie breaks very, very significantly.
And they've played everybody else. They have been at the top for a while. So at least without knowing the official results, it does seem like Georgia has the better chances.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hungary stayed quite close to the top as well, but they lost today. Spain, I think, with
Great
that victory,
result.
only just gotten into the leading group. So I think it's probably between Georgia and maybe Armenia. We've seen a lot of matches by Team Armenia
They were
on top
as well.
And
But again,
Also sometimes, yes.
anything
We're
can happen.
speculating
We're
for
just,
now,
this is
yes.
speculation right now.
Yeah.
As
And-
for the open section, yes.
Yeah, and in the open section, the only thing we know for sure is that India, with a result unprecedented in the history of 11-round Olympiads, India scored 21 out of the possible 22 points.
Historical.
Absolutely historical result. Also, the results for Gukesh and Irgaisi. Irgaisi, I think, finishes on 10 out of 11. Gukesh, I think, ends on 9 out of 10. These are very, very difficult numbers to comprehend, honestly. Like, this is board 1 and board 3 of the Olympiad for a team which played everybody. This was not against weak opposition.
No, not at all.
It's ridiculous. And you see right there, 3.5 to a half. You don't see that in a lot of places, and India has done that multiple times, this Olympiad, against the best teams in this competition.
Absolutely.
Just absolutely incredible dominance.
And then there's a tie for 2nd through 6th on 17 out of, look at that gap, by the way, 4-point gap at the top, 21 for India, and then there's this huge tie on 17 between China, US, Uzbekistan, Serbia, and Armenia. Armenia joining them at the very last
five-way
possible
tie.
moment.
Yes.
Yeah, 5-way tie for 2nd. So only 2 of those 5 teams will end up with medals. I will say Uzbekistan and China. Probably
China and United States, they are competing more than the
Uzbekistan
others.
and China
Uzbekistan
probably.
also very, very, very good team, and who knows? This will be decided on some bottom board, which we might not even know about. That it's still going on right now. So, unfortunately, we won't know the